Hello and welcome. In this lecture, we are going to look at some basic operators in Java. We'll start with the assignment operator. The assignment operator is basically used to assign values. So the way we use the assignment operator in programming is different from how you would use it in a normal basic math operation. In Java, when you specify the assignment operator, you are using that to assign a value or value to a variable. So you can see here we've got a variable called user age and use the assignment operator to give it a value. And this is plus. We may have used plus before in our elementary education. Plus basically means you're adding values. So for example, if I've got a variable called x with a value of 3 and another variable called y with a value of 4, I can add them, both variables together by using x plus y, and I'll get a new value of 7. Similar, the minus operator, again, that's used to subtract values. We've declared some variables here, so we just want to subtract y from x, which will be the value of 4 from 3, and that gives you 1. This is the multiplication operator, and it multiplies values. So we've got some variables declared here. X is 3, y is 4. To multiply x by y, we just use the multiplication operator, and we get a value of 12. The next is the division operator. This is how you specify the division operator. It's used to divide values. We've got a variable called 8 and a variable here called y. I've made an error here. I've got double extra equals to here, so it should only be just the 1. And variable called 4. So to divide value of x by y, we just specify x slash y, and that gives us a value of 2. Here we've got the modulus operator. Modulus basically is used to return what is remainder after you've divided two values together. So here I've divided x by y, and the value of what's left is approximately 1.6. So here we've got plus equals to. This basically is a shorthand for combining the add operator and the assignment operator. So you are adding and assigning at the same time. So you can also use this as minus equals, multiplication equals, and division equals to. So you can use that with this way, this shorthand. So it combines the operator. For example, we've got a variable declared x with a value of 3 and a variable declared y with a value of 4. I've already declared the variable x. I'm giving it an initial value of 3. Now I want to add 2 to that value of the variable x. So the way I could do that, I'll do x plus equals 2. So what this plus equals to is the same thing as x equals to x plus 2, which is 3 plus 2, making it 5, which would be the new value. So rather than write it out this way, we can just use a shorthand approach. X followed by x equals to, same thing as this. It's just a shorthand for this expression. The next is the increment operator. Usually this is very common when you are specifying a for loop, and you're basically using that to increase a value. So if I've got a variable here called x with a value of 3 and I want to increase the value of 3 by 1, I just call the variable name x and add plus plus. So the new value becomes 4. When you're using the plus plus, you don't use the equals to sign with it. Notice I've not specified the equals to here. If you want to check if a value is equals to another value, you use the double equals to. The single equals to assigns the value. The double is used to check values. So I've got a variable x equals to 3 and a variable y equals to 3. So if I want to check if x equals to y, this is how I will specify it. X double equals to y. Here we've got the equals, the exclamation mark, followed by the equals to. What this means, it means the value is not equal. So if you want to check if a value is not equal, this is how you specify it. So for example, I've got a variable called x equals 3, a variable y equals 4. So if I say x, if I want to check if x is not equals to y, this is how I will specify it. This variable, this sign here is a sign for greater than. So you want to check if if one value is greater than the other. So here I've got a variable called x with a value of 4 and a variable called y with a value of 3. So here I'm checking if x is greater than y. Here I've got the less than sign. This will check if values are less than the other. I've got a variable 3 and variable y with a value of 4. So I'm checking is x less than y. I've got this wrong. This should be the other way. Okay, I've corrected that now. So that should be x less than y. So if I'm checking if a value is less than, this is how you specify that. This is an operator sign that says greater than or equal to. You use this to check if a value is greater or equals to another value. So I've got a variable x equals 3 and a variable y equals 4. If I want to check if y is greater than or equals to x, this is how I would specify it. X, then the greater than sign, and then equals to x. This is the reverse. If I want to check if a variable is less than or equals to, so you come here, I've got a variable x equals to 4 and a variable y equals to 7. So I can use this to check if x is less than or equals to y. So that is it on the basic operators. I hope it has been useful. Many thanks for watching and bye for now.